In a dramatic turn of events, tech mogul Elon Musk has filed a preliminary injunction against OpenAI, Microsoft, and several key figures in the AI industry. He alleged that OpenAI is discouraging investors from backing Musk's own AI company, xAI. So here's a fun twist. On November 30th, 2024, ChatGPT was celebrating its second birthday. 2 whole years of transforming the world of artificial intelligence. However, Uncle Musk has different plans. He decided to give surprise gift by filing a legal action against OpenAI and Microsoft. It's like ChatGPT got a party hat and Musk showed up with a lawsuit. So stay with me, because this story gets even more interesting. Late last Friday, Musk's legal team filed the motion in the U.S. District Court for the Northern District of California. The filing targets OpenAI, its CEO Sam Altman, President Greg Brockman, Microsoft, Reid Hoffman, and Dee Templeton, accusing them of engaging in practices that Musk claims harm competition and go against OpenAI's founding mission. From discouraging investors to misuse of confidential information and changing OpenAI from a non-profit to a profit-focused organization. Let's take a closer look at the key allegations one by one. Number 1, discouraging competition. Elon Musk alleges that OpenAI is pressuring investors not to fund rival AI ventures, including his own company, xAI. For instance, reports indicate OpenAI's recent funding round demanded investors abstain from backing competing ventures. They alleged that OpenAI is directly or indirectly undertaking any action for the purpose of, or tending to have the effect of, making, enforcing, or furthering agreements not to invest in OpenAI's competitors, such as xAI. Number 2, misuse of confidential information. The motion also accuses OpenAI and Microsoft of benefiting from sensitive information obtained through their close collaboration. Musk's legal team claims that this sharing of proprietary data violates competitive ethics and undermines marketplace fairness. They alleged that OpenAI is directly or indirectly undertaking any action for the purpose of, or tending to have the effect of, interlocking directorates or benefiting from wrongfully obtained competitively sensitive information or coordination via the Microsoft OpenAI board interlocks. Number 3, converting OpenAI's governance structure to a for-profit. Elon Musk alleged that OpenAI is directly or indirectly undertaking any action for the purpose of, or tending to have the effect of, furthering the conversion of OpenAI Inc. to a for-profit enterprise, or transferring any material assets, including intellectual property owned, held, or controlled by OpenAI, its subsidiaries or affiliates. They also made allegations of undertaking any action for the purpose of, or tending to have the effect of, causing OpenAI to contract or do business with any entity in which any defendant has a material financial interest. Musk's team alleges that OpenAI is engaging in self-dealing practices, such as selecting vendors like Stripe where Altman holds significant financial interests as payment processors. Additionally, they argue that certain board members, like Reid Hoffman, leveraged their positions to gain unfair advantages. Now let's go back in the time where all this drama began. Back in 2015, when Altman approached Musk with a detailed plan to form an AI charity. Musk has long expressed concerns about OpenAI straying from its original nonprofit mission. Altman made repeated promises that OpenAI would be and remain a nonprofit dedicated to the development and broad distribution of open and safe AI for the public benefit, not concentrated for shareholder profit. To ensure safety remained the primary focus, Altman also promised that the technology developed by the nonprofit would be owned by it. Based on these commitments, Musk agreed to co-found and fund OpenAI, lending his name and credibility to help attract the talented AI scientists necessary to make OpenAI. These conditions were violated when Altman and Brockman later proposed converting OpenAI to a for-profit enterprise. So Musk wrote to them on September 20th, 2017. He said, "Either go do something on your own or continue with OpenAI as a nonprofit. I will no longer fund OpenAI until you have made a firm commitment to stay, or I'm just being a fool who is essentially providing free funding to a startup. Discussions are over." In return, Altman and Brockman responded with their firm commitment that OpenAI remain a nonprofit. And based on their express representations, Musk donated no less than an additional $10,275,000 in cash alone. Musk claims that OpenAI is reportedly moving towards a full for-profit public benefit corporation. Founded in 2015, OpenAI promised to make AI research and its benefits accessible to all. However, in 2019, it transitioned to a capped profit model. This shift undermines the transparency and altruistic values OpenAI once stood for. In fact, Musk alleges he was misled when donating over $44 million to the company, believing it would remain a non-profit dedicated to public good. Now let's take a look at Microsoft's role in the entire dispute. Microsoft is OpenAI's largest investor. Since 2019, Microsoft has invested approximately $13 billion in OpenAI, securing a substantial stake in its earnings. When OpenAI was a charity operating as a counterweight against Google, there was arguable value in partnering with an established tech company, especially one positioned to provide OpenAI with its most important raw material. Lately, Microsoft secured an exclusive license to OpenAI's technology, thereby becoming both its exclusive supplier and exclusive licensee. Indeed, the very reason Microsoft obtained its board seat was to coordinate business decisions with OpenAI. After the board fired Altman, in November 2023, when OpenAI fired Sam Altman, 4 days after Altman's firing, Microsoft's CEO, Satya Nadella, expressed frustration that Microsoft had not been consulted. He said, "As a partner, I think it does mean that you deserve to be consulted on big decisions." So all I said, "Hey, whatever it is that you're doing, just make sure that you don't compromise the mission of the organization in which we have invested and the people who are behind that we bet on." One thing I'll be very, very clear on is we are never going to get back into a situation where we get surprised like this ever again. We'll definitely take care of all of the governance issues and anything else. And as I said, we have all the rights. So therefore, we will make sure that we are very, very clear that the governance gets fixed in a way that we really have maturity and guarantee that we don't have surprises. Microsoft's critical role in reinstating Altman and purging the nonprofit's board demonstrated Microsoft's effective control over OpenAI. Since then, OpenAI and Microsoft have operated in lockstep, controlling nearly 70% of the generative AI market while accelerating anti-competitive conduct. Now let's see how it is going to affect Elon Musk's business. Well, before Microsoft had demonstrated its manifest dominance over OpenAI, Musk had reason to hope that an independent OpenAI was still possible. But after Microsoft's open consolidation of control, Musk lost that hope. Musk launched his own AI company, xAI, in 2023. Soon after, the company released Grok, a flagship generative AI model that now powers a number of features on Musk's social network, X, formerly known as Twitter. xAI also offers an API that allows customers to build Grok into third-party apps, platforms, and services. Musk's legal team argues that Microsoft's deep ties to OpenAI have facilitated anti-competitive practices, including resource sharing and preferential agreements. According to Elon Musk's allegations, Microsoft's role evolved from partner to co-conspirator. Elon Musk alleged that Altman and OpenAI, acting in concert with Microsoft, expressly conditioned their acceptance of any investment on the investors' agreement not to fund OpenAI's competitors, specifically naming xAI. This funding restriction was not limited to xAI. OpenAI and Microsoft also targeted other safety-focused AI startups, such as Safe Superintelligence, which former chief scientist and board member Dr. Ilya Sutskever launched after leaving OpenAI over concerns that it no longer prioritized safety. What OpenAI said in defense? Well, OpenAI has strongly denied the allegations. A spokesperson dismissed Musk's filing as baseless and without merit, labeling it as yet another recycled attempt to revive claims previously dismissed. OpenAI insists it remains committed to its mission and development goals, despite Musk's accusations. This lawsuit has sparked significant debate within the tech community. Some view Musk's actions as a necessary check on OpenAI's growing dominance, while others see it as a strategic move to protect his own interests with xAI. Critics of OpenAI argue that its transition to a for-profit model reflects a troubling trend in the AI industry, where profit often takes precedence over transparency and societal impact. This case is shaping up to be one of the most pivotal moments in the AI industry. On one hand, Musk's lawsuit highlights valid concerns about transparency, competition, and ethical governance in AI development. On the other, OpenAI's defenders argue that innovation often requires bold decisions and significant investment, which may not always align with nonprofit ideals. As the legal battle unfolds, one thing is clear: the stakes couldn't be higher. This isn't just about Musk versus OpenAI, it's about the future of AI as a whole. How companies navigate the fine line between innovation, ethics, and competition will define the trajectory of this transformative technology. What's your take on this? Should AI companies prioritize transparency and collaboration, or competition the only way to drive progress? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates.